how to make more money in 2020. I'm going to share with you some shocking, some unexpected, and some things that are not what you think, but they really work. I made this channel because I feel like people aren't telling you, aren't telling me, aren't telling us the right things to do about money. And it's never been more important to earn more money and ensure your financial independence with a globally unstable financial system, the Fed printing more money every day and debasing the currency. It's important that you earn more money here in 2020 and beyond. So my name is Jake Ducey. This is I Love Prosperity. Now, if you want to earn more money, a lot more money, and you want to do it in the ways that people aren't telling you about, make sure you watch this video all the way through. Make sure you hit the like button right over there on the side to send this out into the YouTube universe. And let's dive right into this video. So the very first thing is you have to increase your income ceiling if you want to earn more money. So what everyone tells you is you need to work harder. People already work hard. It's not hard work alone. There's a reason it says 75% of people live paycheck to paycheck. Like, do you understand what that means? It means that 75% of people don't have enough money, but they're getting a paycheck, meaning they're already working hard. They're already showing up. They're likely already working 40 hours a week or more in a lot of cases. Hard work isn't the answer. You have to change your income model. That's the big difference between the dying middle class and people that are struggling versus people that are financially independent. People that are financially independent have a totally different income earning model. So presently, you might have a job for $15 an hour. That's great. Keep it up. Try to save as much of that as you can. You can do two things out of that. You can say, okay, I need to earn more money. And you can think really small and be like, all right, I'll increase my income by 3% because I'm going to work an extra 5 hours a week. Sure, that's going to give you about an extra, $75 a week. That might work, but it's also going to cost you another 5 hours of your time every single week. Is that really going to push the needle forwards for you? If you already have a job, your free time shouldn't be spent working hard. It should be thinking smart and thinking hard. So what that means is you have to increase your income ceiling. You have to either get paid a lot more per hour or move entirely out of a per hour basis into profits by starting your own business, by helping someone else on their own endeavors. Maybe you're good at marketing, maybe you're good at sales, maybe you're good at managerial work. And you can be involved in the performance or you can be involved in the profits. You have to increase your income ceiling, not just get another job. The job is great. Maybe you really enjoy it, but you're just frustrated you're not making enough money as you want. You have to increase your income ceiling by utilizing leverage. That's why they say that the rich don't work for money, because they aren't directly working for money. That's the reason Steve Jobs took $1 a year salary when he came back to Apple after he was fired, because he doesn't work for money, he works for profits. And like it or not, that's what has to happen if you want to make significantly more money. You have to spend 2020 thinking long term. People think so short term, so they're already working 40 hours a week and they say, I need to make more money, so they move it to 45 hours a week. That's short term. You already have the job, keep it going, don't quit it, but spend your free time thinking hard, not working hard. And when you do that, you can actually start to position yourself for a new income earning model. For example, my wife was working a minimum wage job in California. She didn't want to do it anymore. So what she started doing is saving as much money from that job as she possibly could. I say treat your job like an investor, so you can put away as much money as you possibly can. Then what she did is change her income earning model. She raised her income ceiling. Comment down below, raise your income ceiling. Comment that down below. They say you forget like 90% of the stuff that you hear. Please, let's make sure that you actually hear everything on this channel, and it makes total sense. So please do me the hugest favor and comment down below, raise your income ceiling. Comment that down below, raise your income ceiling. So if she wanted to make more money, which is what really was the heart of her discontent from her job. She was working so many hours and she felt like she was underpaid, and after the government collects taxes for earned income, in California, she's left with about 50% of the money left. So she had to treat her job like an investor, keep as much money as she can, and then spend her free time raising her income ceiling. So what she did is she started to develop her art business. All of the sudden, she was able to get, for the same amount of time invested, she was able to get double or triple the amount of money. All of a sudden, she's selling $500 art pieces, $1,000 art pieces, all while keeping her job. She built enough cash flow, just enough, $500, $1,000, $1,200 a month from her art business, to justify going from full-time at her job to part-time at her job. Still kept the job part-time, which gave her more time to be able to work on her art. And eventually she was selling $10,000 pieces, and she had many months pulling in 5 figures, over $10,000 she was pulling in. What happened? She shifted her financial roadmap. She could have said, okay, let me go get another job that maybe pays me a couple more dollars an hour. But that would have just led to the same problem 2 years later of discontent, because the standard of living is going up so much because the Fed, the Federal Reserve that controls the money supply, they're printing so much money that it debases the currency. It increases all the assets. So the houses are more expensive. They say, well, mortgages are so cheap. Yeah, but the houses that we're mortgaging are more expensive. So rent is more expensive. Everything is being inflated pretty much except for wages. So you have to increase your income ceiling. That's step number 1. So step number 2, in order to increase your income ceiling, you're either going to have to develop a profitable skill or a profitable idea. And I say one or the other because there are many instances. Steve Ballmer is an example, billionaire. He didn't come up with the idea, but what he did is he was good at sales. And so he was able to get in and share in the profits of a company. So you might be really good at sales, you might be looking at your friends' ideas, or there might just be random ideas that you see on the internet that you think someone has a lot of potential, but you know specifically what they're doing wrong and how you can help them. You can move and get involved into something that increases your income ceiling. So if you don't have an idea yet, that's no problem. That's why I said make sure you're thinking long term. So you start spending 2020 coming up with ideas. What I invite you to do is pull out a piece of paper and write on that piece of paper multiple sources of income, and then come up with as many ideas as you can to increase income. MSIs, multiple sources of income. Now, you may find that one of the most readily available low-hanging fruits is you can move to part-time sales at your job. You've immediately entered a profitable skill that you can develop over time that raises your income ceiling. So instead of just thinking, how many hours can I give up, can I trade to slightly increase my wages, if you want to make a significant jump in your income, instead of time for money, you have to start thinking about ideas for money. You have to start thinking of skills for money. And when you do that, you raise your income ceiling. The third point is you have to start saving more money. They say the average American saves about 3% of their money. In order to have the confidence to take the necessary risks, in order to just have the confidence to think that you are someone that can accumulate money, which is most people's problem. They live their whole lives paycheck to paycheck, even if they're high income earners. So they don't believe that they're someone that can accumulate money. It's so ingrained in their brain that they never have it. You have to break that mold. So that's why I say treat your job like an investor. If you save 3% now, start saving 15. Today, not next week, 15. And you say, well, I'll save once I have more money. As long as you say that, you'll continue to be a person that makes excuses about not having enough money. You have to say, this is what I'm going to do. You have to put the stake in the ground financially, otherwise money bosses you around. And when you do that, what's going to happen is you're actually going to get more resourceful. You aren't limited by resources, but by resourcefulness. So if you want to earn more money in 2020, start saving more, start putting more away that will be available either as a war chest to invest in opportunities or to just give you the security and confidence to start to pursue higher income earning opportunities, which in the short term may not produce that much money, but 12 months from now may be a lot more significant. Number 4, get a part-time job in sales. Get up part-time jobs in sales. You may decide ultimately you don't want to be in sales, but it gives you an opportunity to start to be involved in the profits. It gives you an opportunity to be involved in commissions. It gives you an opportunity to increase your income ceiling. So you might be able to do that at the existing job. Maybe you're an office administrator and you can move to the sales department 2 days a week. This is going to give you reps. This is going to give you skills, but it's going to give you an opportunity to increase your income ceiling, which is what we need. So if you're looking around, you're saying, well, how the hell do I increase my income ceiling? Start somewhere with sales. Go scour local opportunities and try to find the ones that have commission structures that give you income ceiling. The next thing that's very important that almost nobody does is have clearly written financial goals. So you may be so used to living paycheck to paycheck or not having money or earning the same amount of money as the year before, year after year, with maybe a 1 or 2% bonus increase per year that kind of mirrors inflation. So you may forget about making goals. Actually pull out a piece of paper and write out your goals right now. Pull out your iPhone, pull out a Microsoft Word document, and write on the piece of paper how much you want to earn per month. Pull out a piece of paper and write out, what do you want to earn per month? What do you want to save per month? What do you want to earn per month and what do you want to save per month? And then once you do that, make a shorter 30-day goal for yourself. So you have a long-term, what do you want to earn per month and what do you want to save per month? Specifically write it down. Then do a 30-day short-term so you can get the dopamine starting to work in your brain. Your brain is a reward mechanism. If your goals are so long in the future, what happens is you don't get the dopamine, so you start and you stop, you start and you stop, and you don't see the goals through. So make a 30-day goal. What is a savings goal for 30 days? And what is an additional source of income goal for the next 30 days? It might be, I want to make an extra $200 in the next 30 days. It might be, I want to make an extra $500 in the next 30 days. Then refer back to the earlier aspect of this video where we talked about multiple sources of income, and you're going to pull out a piece of paper and you're going to make a list of additional sources of income. Decide which ones you want to pursue first to hit your 30-day goals. When you start to gamify your wealth, you're taking advantage of the way your brain works, which is your brain works off of dopamine spurts. And when you get those dopamine spurts by gamifying it, by making short incremental progresses, what you're going to find is 12 months from now, 24 months from now, you realize you can actually accomplish a lot more than you thought by focusing on gamifying short-term, getting dopamine releases to grow your savings and grow your income. Now, last but not least, but probably most importantly, is you have to sacrifice who you are for who you want to be. You have to sacrifice who you are for who you can be. And this is the biggest problem. There's so much information out there on the internet. There's so many things we know we should do. I think the biggest missing link to earning more money is people don't understand that if you walk down the wrong street, you're always going to get to the wrong destination. So they're looking for more jobs that pay them about the same per hour. And then so they go from 40 hours a week to 60 hours a week working. It's only going to incrementally boost your income. And if you want to have a significant jump in your income, you have to change your income earning approach to something that invites more leverage, more scalability, or it's something that allows a totally new level of an income ceiling. Maybe something that involves other people and you have other people working on other aspects. But what happens is, even if people know that, which most people don't know that they need to shift their income earning model to make significantly more money, and it's never been easier to do that with the internet today. But then on top of that, people feel like they are unwilling to make a sacrifice because the sacrifice isn't sexy. But let me tell you, no matter what, you're trading your time away for something. It's just a matter of, are you trading your life away for the same stuff you had last year? Are you trading your life away for the same stuff you had the year before? Are you trading your life away to be average? Are you trading your life away because you've convinced yourself that you can't earn more money, so you're just going to stay where you are? Have you convinced yourself that it's too hard? Have you convinced yourself that you're not smart enough? Have you convinced yourself that you don't have a high enough IQ, or you're not good at numbers, or there's no good opportunities, or you've tried everything and this is a great video, but I've tried it all? Have you convinced yourself that you'll save more money once you get more money? Have you convinced yourself to stay where you are? That's a huge sacrifice. It is. We only think of sacrifices by something in the future. Well, if I change who I am, I'm giving up what I have now. No matter what you're sacrificing, no matter what you're trading your time away, and I'm willing to bet you can astound yourself at what you can accomplish if every day you look in the mirror and you say, I'm not going to give myself excuses financially. I'm not going to blame it on the government. I'm not going to blame it on taxes. I'm not going to blame it on Hillary Clinton, Donald Trump, or Barack Obama. I'm not going to blame it on my boss that won't pay me more money. I'm not going to blame it on the fact that I don't have a good college degree. I'm not going to blame it on the fact that I have attention problems. I'm not going to blame it on anything anymore. I'm going to look in the mirror and I'm going to say, I can achieve more financially. So I want you to comment that down below. I can achieve more financially. Comment that down below. I can achieve more financially. Comment that down below. I can achieve more financially. You can do it. But most people convince themselves they can't do it, so they're not willing to sacrifice that story. I can assure you that the way human beings get significance, get happiness, and get long-term fulfillment isn't by doing the same stuff as before. It's by doing things that are uncomfortable and things that are hard and taking responsibility. It's time to take responsibility and say, I can do this. I can become financially independent. I can change my financial life, and I can change the financial life of the people that are around me. I may not know everything and I may not know how it'll all work, but I will figure it out. And when you start to do that, your life changes. Comment down below, I can achieve more financially. Comment that down below, I can achieve more financially. So the way that you begin to do that is quite simply utilizing what Jack Canfield, the creator of the Chicken Soup for the Soul series, calls the rule of 5. 5 things every day to move closer to your financial goals. What are your financial goals? We covered that on step number 5, where you're going to clearly write out what your long-term income goal is over the next 12 months, your long-term savings goal over the next 12 months. But then remember, we also talked about implementing a 30-day quick cash additional income and quick cash savings. So 5 things you can do every single day. You pull out a piece of paper, and at the top of the paper, you quite simply write rule of 5. And this is your rule of 5. 5 things you're going to accomplish before the end of the day that are going to move you closer to your goals financially, that are going to be a step in the right direction. Remember, you may not know how. You may not know all the details. That's the whole cool thing about life and stepping into the unknown. It scares the crap out of most people, so they stay where they are. But that's the whole thing, stepping into the unknown. So 5 things. And you might be like, well, crap, I don't know what to do. Well, let's start somewhere. Let's start with looking around and seeing if there's a part-time sales job that you can get. Let's look around and see if there's someone that has a high income that will mentor you. Let's see if there's a financial book you can get on how to increase your income. I have a great one. It's called Fast Lane Millionaire by MJ DeMarco. Start there. Read a book. Read a financial book. Read a book on how to make more money. Start somewhere. When you begin and just keep crossing things off, what's going to happen is 12 months from now, you're going to be amazed at what you can truly accomplish. It's time to sacrifice average and say, I can achieve more financially. I believe in you. I can achieve more financially. Say it. Comment down below, I can achieve more financially. So this is Jake Ducey with JakeDucey.com. This is the I Love Prosperity Show, which is dedicated to helping you ensure financial independence in a very, 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 very changing world. So make sure you hit the like button right over there, because the like button is what sends us into the YouTube universe so more people see it. I truly believe if everybody saw this video, I truly believe that if people understood they could achieve more financially and they're just on the wrong roadmap, that they need to start raising their income ceiling. They need to start focusing on profitable skills. They need to start focusing on profitable ideas. They need to raise their income ceiling. And if they stay consistent with that and they keep saving money instead of telling themselves, I'll save once I get more money, I truly believe that we would have a huge shift in the prosperity of not only the nation I live in, America, but across the world. And I truly believe that would make our world a lot better place. There'd be a lot less stress. The number one cause of illness is stress related. The number one cause for divorce is finances. I'm willing to believe that the number one cause for illness, which is stress, largely comes from work and career, most specifically lack of financial security. It's time to be the example. It's time to be the financial change you're looking for. I truly believe this will make the world a better place. So make sure you hit the like button on this to send this out into more people. And then right there down below, you can hit the subscribe button and the bell notification. The bell notification is what notifies you for new videos. So even if you're already subscribed, can you do me a favor? Double check. Have you actually hit the bell notification? It's right over there on the side. And And then right there down below is my free income increasing hypnosis. Most people are brainwashed. They're brainwashed to be average, and they're brainwashed to make the same amount of money as the year before, and they're brainwashed to tell themselves that they can't do it, and they're brainwashed to tell themselves that the rich people control all the money, and they're brainwashed to tell themselves that they're just not smart enough, and they're too old, and they're too young, and blah, blah, blah. They're brainwashed. But the thing is, neuroplasticity shows us you can rewire your brain. You can actually train your brain for income increasing opportunities. And that's what I did many years ago when I realized I had so many limiting beliefs financially. It's free on my other channel. Over 700,000 people from all over the world have used it. I tweaked it to make it specifically to attracting income increasing opportunities. Just listen to it for a couple minutes every day before you get to work. When you feel down, when you feel stressed out, when you start freaking out and you're like, I can't do it. Just take a couple minutes and listen to it. It's free. It's right there down below, pinned to the comments, and it will help you attract more income increasing opportunities and grow your income. It's right there down below. And I always say brainwash yourself before the world brainwashes you. So this is Jake Ducey. Thank you for watching this video. I truly believe this is the best time in human history to be alive. This is how you make more money in 2020. Let me know down below what's one of the main things that spoke to you. What's one of the main things that you got out of this video. I'd love to know in the comments down below. Thanks for watching.